So hi guys, and welcome to the interior of the brand new 2019 Hyundai Tucson. It's an incredible car to be in, very nice setup. I really love what the South Koreans have done. They're not playing when it comes to this game. They've been playing catch up for the longest time, especially in the small SUV market, and this is one of the most competitive segments in the car industry right now, compact SUVs. So they knew they had to get it right, and you can see that in everything the way they've done over here. This is a very well laid out cabin, very open, very wide. I love the way they have done the multifunction display over here now, the multimedia system. It allows you to play music from Bluetooth, auxiliary, and it has Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, which has become standard for cars in this segment. In the front here, you can actually charge up to 4 devices because there's one USB wireless charging port and then 12 2-volt sockets. So they're not playing. This is a car for the new generation. Young people are going to really love this car. So in addition to this 7-inch display, there is a second screen in between the instrument binnacle. Instrument binnacle is also very clear graphics, very easy to use. Buttons over here on the steering wheel that allow you to use it very easily. In terms of safety, you have passenger airbags all over the place, including driver knee airbags. They don't play when it comes to safety. You can't even remove the parking brake without having your safety belt on. That's how serious these guys take this car. You can't start without putting your safety belt on. That's how seriously Hyundai takes safety. But in terms of now the seats, you have, of course, now leather interior. They're electronic, so you can adjust everything, including lumbar support. So just make sure that you're as comfortable as possible when you're sitting in this car. Very many things that they've done that just pay attention to detail. For instance, look at this now. This is just a side visor, just like any other car, but there's an additional space that you can pull out here just to make sure you're covered completely, especially in this African sun of ours. So lots of attention to detail. I think if I was to summarize this car in one phrase, it would be attention to detail. They've paid attention to the little things and executed them extremely well. So let's check out the back to see how much space there is for passengers and for staff in the booth. Here in the back seat of the Hyundai Tucson is where I believe the secret to the success of this car is. Look at how much space I have over here. The driver's seat is set to my sitting position. I'm 5'9". Look at how much space I have over here. And in addition to this, you have AC vents at the back. You have a full USB port here, high speed, and there are door pockets that are big enough to put a 1-liter bottle. Lots of space is available here. You actually even have tie-down points for ISOFIX for car seats. You can put 2 at the back over here. Loads of space for your kids or for your friends if you're going on a road trip. Nobody who is in the back of this car is going to have a problem. Let's check out the boot to see how much things it can carry. Coming round to the back of the Hyundai Tucson, you have this amazing space over here. Very easy to get into and out of. Very low load seal over here. Lots of space that's available and you can actually use. Very many tie down hooks. There's a 12-volt socket in here. And there's a full-size spare tire. And remember, this comes with 18-inch alloys. And you can also fold down the seats to get extra room. This is actually a fantastic place to be in. So let's take this on to the road and see what the Hyundai Tucson has to offer. Welcome to CBBT. My name is Mirigi and we are checking out the brand new Hyundai Tucson. And for a first on CBBT, we are checking it out in one of the most realistic conditions you can get in Nairobi, in the middle of traffic on Mombasa Road. We spend a lot of time in traffic, so it's actually very important to know what a car feels like and feels to drive in traffic. And I have to say, so far, this is actually a really good experience. It's a very great place to sit. You have a high driving position. I have very good clearance, very good visibility, lots of light coming in, and a great infotainment system. This actually has 3 driving modes. It has what Hyundai calls their H-Track all-wheel drive system. So in the normal comfort setting, it splits the power between the front and the rear wheels, 70-30. 70 to the front, 30 to the back, so that you have basically a front wheel drive vehicle, which is very good for this kind of driving. We're not doing too much in terms of acceleration. And you have, of course, the sport mode, which does a 50-50 split for great cornering and limited off-road capability. This, by the way, I was very shocked to discover, also has a locking diff, which, if you include the high ground clearance, makes for very good off-road capability for a car like this. So I'm actually very surprised. One of the features that makes me really happy about this Hyundai Tucson, especially in this traffic, is something that they call auto hold. So all you do is over here, right next to the parking brake, there's a button for auto hold. When you press and hold this button, what happens is when you're in stop start traffic like we are in right now, once you press the brake, you'll see the indicator that it's on, and then it continues holding the brake for you. So you don't have to keep your foot on the brake when you're in traffic. Then all you need to do when you need to move is just touch the accelerator, it will disengage the brake and you'll continue moving. So they've actually built a feature for you to get stuck in traffic like this we're on Mombasa Road right now. So it's actually a very good feature for the everyday conditions that you're going to find yourself in. At any point when you're in traffic, there's going to be that point where the road clears up, and we are doing that right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the drive mode into sport. And unlike a lot of other cars, this does two things. So first, it holds the lower gear longer so that it helps with acceleration. And then the second thing is that it actually changes the four-wheel drive system so that now you have 50% of power to the front, 50 to the back, and that allows you to do this. Yeah. So we have a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine in here. Very powerful, very peppy. And then of course now, because you have full 4-wheel drive now on the all-wheel drive system, you have great stability.
Murigi has tested the Tucson Hyundai, and I don't know how he feels about it. Did you love this particular experience?
I really liked it. We went through almost all the experiences that people who drive this car go through. We got stuck in traffic, the road opened up, we had a wide open road, and then we've done some limited off-roading over here in Limuru, and it has really genuinely delivered. This is the most competitive segment, compact SUVs, and the South Koreans have come with their A game. Technology all over the place. That screen is amazing. It's very responsive. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, every safety tech you can possibly imagine is in this thing, and with prices starting at 3.9 million, I'm genuinely very impressed.
Speaking of rivals, what are the chief rivals of this particular car?
Everybody in this market has a rival for this car. Everyone from the Volkswagen Tiguan, Renault Kadjar, Honda CR-V, you name it, any manufacturer has a compact SUV, and the Koreans have really genuinely brought the A game here.
Now, when it comes to servicing, it comes with a 5-year, 100,000 kilometer warranty, which is an industry first, where you're able to service and maintain your car for 5 years under warranty, which is amazing. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for joining us on Cars with Big Boy Trev. If you have any questions, comments, or anything, please holla on our social media handles below, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Signing out, this is Big Boy Trev.
This is Murigi. Drive safe
and be safe.